check for a minimum of $10,000. Tish Johnson out of Downey, California. Just recently sold her pro shop interest there, but Tish told me that someday she's hopefully going to get back involved in the pro shop business.
Denny, the tour is looking so great now with the amount of tournaments on ESPN, and all these girls are actually quitting their side jobs to bowl full-time.
Well,
as I've taken a 6-month leave as well.
That's right.
To compete full-time. It's worth it now. It's starting to get better.
Yeah, but see, what am I going to do now when I fly American and you're not there as a flight attendant?
Well, you'll just have to be nice
drinks,
to
right?
the other flight attendants.
Oh, well. Well, I think you're right, though. I think, and really to compete at that high a level, you pretty much, even during the off time, have to work on your game and improve it and continue to try and develop because the competition on the LPBT Tour continues to get better and better and better.
Well, we see players coming back like Donna Adamek, who was in school, has quit school, and she's coming back, too.
And speaking of coming back, we will be back in just a moment or so. It's a 10-pin lead for Wendy Macpherson, and she's on a double, so stay tuned. Cross-valley spare conversion of the 10-pin. Macpherson with a good shot on the right-hand lane, but left the half 10, and she really could have opened up some running room if she'd have struck there.
Yeah, she could. She got the break on the Brooklyn strike the frame before, and she just paid it back with that one. Not quite getting the finish, the 6-pin lane in the channel. They're not easy, Denny. Not able to hit lane 29 as of yet. She's gone to the left side both her times.
Gives this one a little more room, tries to sneak it up, and oh boy.
Making the adjustment from the crossover hit last time.
Well, we're talking about hitting a board or two here and there.
That's exactly right. You're talking about not area out here to hit. You're talking about boards. And the shot just never got up there. Once again, you see the ball just sliding. Almost making it. Not quite. Ooh.
So an open in the 8th. Miss of the 2.58. And Tish Johnson goes from trailing by 6 to leading by 5.
And that's what you like to do on the bench.
You bet. It's an easy way to get it done.
Tish looking now for the strike here to put any type of pressure. Keep her lead. Ooh.
Right back the other way.
Her ball also going very long and not finishing. Denny, has the play, so more play on the lane conditioner starts to carry you down farther and farther, and we don't see the break in the back end. And here we really never saw much of a break in the beginning, but it's starting to get worse. And as you can see, the players are not getting their balls up to the head end.
Well, I think that's probably what makes the sport of bowling as difficult as it is, especially under the national television lights, the fact that the lane conditioner continues to move gradually, for the most part, all over the lanes, up and down and across, and you basically have to make those adjustments by reading the ball reaction, and that's very difficult to do.
Yes, it is. Sometimes you're not sure it's the ball. You think it may be me, you know, it may be maybe a little too fast or maybe a little too slow, instead of just taking it as you see it. Say, hey, that ball didn't hook up there. It's the lane. It's not necessarily me.
Well, for many years, they've always said, let your ball be your guide, and oh no, that may be the worst break of the tournament. A pocket 7-10 split. Tish Johnson beside herself right now, and that is a very big break indeed for Wendy Macpherson, because that comes in the 9th frame.
That was a super shot. She just blows the 5 right into the 10, however, blowing it in front of the 10. Look at that. 3 or 4 pins went to it, and she was not happy with that.
Giving the fans a bit of a thrill here. Last time I saw the 7-10 picked up on national television, it was provided by Mr. Mark Roth.
He did a little differently, however.
Yeah,
he hit it in the pit, and it came out. Here you see, just touching the edge.
Have you ever made the 7-10, Leanna?
Yes, but the 6 was standing, and I chopped it off the 6. Good, huh?
That's
out of the pit, Dick.
That's a classy way to do it. Oh, big shot now. Oh. Rick Church jumps up now on lane 30, and this one is a give and a takeaway at this stage.
I tell you.
Oh, my
is right. I tell you, they have the fans going here. Wendy playing that point shot. You know, 1 minute the ball will be sliding, the next minute she hits the dry area on the lane, and it just takes off, cutting right through the heart of the pins.
Now, count now becomes a very vital factor in this one. Get as many as you possibly can. And when I say that, she doesn't quite get that accomplished. So both players right now just scrambling to keep their heads above water. And it's a 7-pin lead for Wendy Macpherson heading into the 10th frame. And obviously, if she throws a double in any kind of count, she can close Tish Johnson out. But I'm not so sure we're going to see a double from either player.
No, doubles are not coming very frequently here, Denny.
Oh, more speed on the left-hand lane. And Wendy with a touch of a high hit, but strikes on the first shot. And this one could really make life miserable for Tish Johnson.
I tell you what, she did get the break there. A little bit more speed, got the pins a-flying, because that almost was the big 4.
Winner of this match to take on 20-year-old Leanne Barrett out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma for the Queens Championship. That was trouble. So Tish Johnson still has an opportunity to get to the title game. It's just a question of what she's going to need.
Tish Johnson is now sitting in the same position Cindy Coburn was last game, Denny. We'll see if her luck is any different than Cindy's.
She'll need at least 2 strikes and 7, depending on what Wendy does here. So for Wendy Macpherson, a game of 173. Obviously below her standards, but it still may be good enough to vault her into the title match.
It's not necessarily the score, Denny. It's whether you win or lose. And that's how it's been all week with this double elimination format.
So a double and 7. Double and 6, and we've got a tie.
And that's possible.
Well, the 6 she got, the double, not quite. So it's through the nose, the double pinochle, Wendy Macpherson pondering her future, and it's looking much brighter right now because she'll advance into the championship game. And our finalists at this point in time have all finished up exactly where they qualified. Nikki Giannoulias, number 5, Cindy Coburn, number 4. Tish Johnson will take home a nice check for the number 3 position, and obviously be a little disappointed. Lanes breaking down and changing from shot to shot, and the conditions very difficult indeed for these professionals. And they're going to be tested here in the title game, which is coming up in just a moment or so, between Wendy Macpherson and Leanne Barrett out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Stay tuned. The Queens